The university hosted its first reunion for alumni as it celebrates its 10th anniversary as a standalone institution. Pride Bigger Than Texas 2019 happened this weekend, where attendees saw floats, unique outfits, and listened to music. A 5K run was held in honor of veterans by San Antonio Sports and to promote a fitness program. Welcome everyone. We're glad you could join us today as we cover the news on campus. Texas A&M San Antonio was invited to join San Antonio Girl Scouts as they prepared for Independence Day. The president of the university, Dr. Cynthia Teniente Matson, visited the camp and joined the Girl Scouts for the flag ceremony. Later on, President Matson presented the Scouts with Texas A&M Embracing Patriotism patch.
This was really pretty special because Dr. Matson came today to personally present all our girls who are attending camp the opportunity for their patriotism patch that they've earned this week.
Exciting to see the fruit of our work come to bear with these wonderful young girls and their commitment and understanding of patriotism, but also their connection now to a college campus and to a university. And that's a big part of what the partnership is about.
The event lasted 2 days, where President Matson was given a tour of the camp to see the Girl Scouts' accomplishments. The Student Transition and Family Engagement Office created a news service to help families be aware of university events. The new family portal offers information such as payment deadlines, class start dates, and relevant articles for parents.
When it comes to the A&M San Antonio culture, overall, we have a lot of first-generation students. This is a Hispanic serving institution. So it was important that we allowed our parents to see that, yes, you know, your children and their academic success is ours and it's our responsibility, but how can we partner? There are great benefits overall to the Family Connect portal, and I think the number one benefit is obviously staying connected.
You can create an account at www.tamusa.campusesp.com to connect. Last weekend, alumni from the classes of 2009 and 2014 arrived on campus to experience a day in the life as a current Jaguar. Alumni and their guests were offered a tour of the campus, a game room pizza party, and the opportunity to stay in the dorms. The university hosted its first reunion to commemorate its 10th anniversary and share with alumni points of pride they can take with them.
Oh, the response has been tremendous. I think any time that you can connect graduates, alumni to their university, it's a chance to say welcome home, and the response has been overwhelming. It's really a chance for you to be engaged, and we see this as a lifelong partnership where we're helping you to add value lifelong to your degree.
I've seen friends that I had forgotten what they looked like, and the campus has grown unbelievably. Enjoy it, remember it, embrace it.
And in addition, the alumni are so wonderful. They really were welcoming a class reunion, and so it was just a matter of finding out what they wanted out of their class reunion and being able to provide it for them. So really, it's been a pretty perfect experience.
This is the first of many reunions, as more come in the following years as Jaguars graduate. I'm looking forward to my own. Up next is our interview with Courtney Bob Meilinger to talk about the university's dance team.
I'm on a mission to discover my passion, to take the next step, to better my life. I'm on a mission for myself, for my family, for my community. We are Texas A&M San Antonio, and we're on a mission to build the future.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Give your town a reason to celebrate, because every Goodwill item you bring home brings job training and more to your community. Goodwill, bring good home.
This past Friday, Military Affairs and the Mason Center hosted Trey Cooper Harris, an advocate for LGBTQ+ rights. After serving 12 years in the U.S. Army and being diagnosed with an illness, Cooper Harris wanted to make sure her spouse received the same benefits.
So the main reason I filed the lawsuit was of the uncertainty of what was going to happen with my illness, and I wanted to make sure that my spouse had any benefit that was afforded to me through marriage. So it was initially about my spouse, but it ended up being I wanted to make sure that other veterans who were in the same situation, they wouldn't be left in limbo when it came to filing for their benefit.
This initiated a federal lawsuit with the U.S. District Court in Los Angeles in 2012. The ruling for the case, Cooper Harris versus United States, recognized same-sex spouses for Department of Veteran Affairs benefits. This past weekend, Pride Bigger Than Texas 2019 showcased San Antonio's LGBTQ+ culture and influence along the parade route near the heart of the city.
Main Street was filled with colorful flags and lights on Saturday, June 29th, as people from all walks of life gathered for the Pride Bigger Than Texas parade. The embracement for unity, love, and acceptance is a message that this parade likes to get across.
So the Mexican flag just basically represents it's a cultural thing. With the Pride, it's just kind of like making sure that everybody knows that as being diverse, it's just okay to accept one another. A good environment, such a good positive environment to be around. Everybody's friendly. You get to express yourself in any way that you can and be accepted.
Thousands of people gathered to show their support along with older generations that have been marching for the rights of others.
It wasn't really a parade, it was more a march. We didn't have any floats. It was just us marching out, and our chant was, out of the closet and into the streets. I will never forget that. But I love seeing all the young people that are here today celebrating Pride, because you have to be who you are. You have to love whoever you want to love. That's fine. It's what I expected when I marched in 1977.
As the sun set, the parade was finally on its way. Over 100 floats were present, along with San Antonio's mayor, Ron Nirenberg, who was joined by notable leaders, such as presidential candidate Julian Castro and Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar, to name a few, and universities like Texas A&M San Antonio, who make their second appearance. The festivities continued as people made their way to the local nightclub scene after the last parade float crossed the Main Street Rainbow Crosswalk. For Enlace, Eleazar, Rodiles.
Thank you for joining us. Here to tell us more about the Jaguarettes is Courtney Bob Meilinger, also an A&M San Antonio lecturer. We're going to be talking about, the university's dance team and what they've been doing recently.
Awesome. Glad to be here.
Well, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Now, let's dig into it. What have been the accomplishments of the dance team so far this year?
So basically, I am a military wife, and I just moved here 9 months ago. And I was hired on as a communication lecturer here at A&M SA. And I was looking for something spirited on campus, because at my last institution, I was in charge of dance, cheer, and mascot. And I had gotten hold of somebody from Rec Sports, and they said, oh, well, we have a dance team. They kind of just started out. And I said, oh, well, that's great. I would love to get a hold of whoever's in charge of that. And so they got me in contact with their captain, Annalisa, and we had a meeting, and we kind of most definitely clicked. And I was like, that's awesome, right? The school has never had an actual dance team before. We don't actually have a spirit program yet. And so it was kind of one of those things where we're starting out new, and we have all these great and wonderful ideas. And so basically, so far, since I became the official coach/advisor in September of 2018, we've rebranded the dance team. So we renamed ourselves. So our official name is the Texas A&M University-San Antonio Jaguarettes. We have an official logo for the dance team now. We've actually had our first official performance at Lights of Esperanza. We actually did a Tina Turner number instead of your traditional Christmas, trying to jazz it up a little bit. Right. And now we're looking forward to actually go to competition. That's the biggest thing that the squad is really, really wanting to do. And so we actually had written a letter to the president of the university to see if we could be officially recognized as the only spirit squad on the actual campus. We just received the letter about 2-3 weeks ago that said we were approved, and that allows for us to actually go to national competitions, whether it be UDA, NCA. Our original goal is to finally finalize a squad of 18 girls or guys, and then eventually go to Florida for nationals. So that's kind of our big picture. But overall, the girls have been doing lots of things. Right now, they're responsible for new student orientation. We're doing the fight song, trying to make sure the school knows that we have a proud fight song. Their favorite part is Viva Viva A&M SA. That's like their favorite part of the fight song, as well as the students. We're also going to be part of JAG-X. And then our biggest goal this year would be to try and do a homecoming.
I see. And with nationals coming up and wanting to build up the team, how have tryouts been so far this summer?
Tryouts has been something of, a hit or miss, just because a lot of students aren't here during the summer. Some students are. We have to worry about transfer students. So we've actually held 2 tryouts, one in April for current students, and we have tryouts in less than a week and a half for transfer, current, and new students. We only have about 5 spots left on the official squad to make a squad of 18, but if we see a lot of talented students, I'm willing to bump that to 24. But basically, we're super excited. We have a lot of amazing, talented girls on the squad. We're also looking for guys, too, if there's any guys that want to be on the squad. But most definitely, it is something that our goal is to bring school spirit, and we're doing it as much as we can.
I see. And what upcoming events would you put in for anyone wanting to learn more about the Jaguarettes?
I would just basically say try to go to Fall Fest or any major events that we have on campus that actually highlight student organizations. And if you see us at one of the tables, most definitely ask us questions. We also have an amazing Instagram account where you can follow us as well. But basically, even if you don't want to do dance and you just want to be a part of the school spirit part, we're actually looking for students to start going to basketball and soccer games so we can build up our student section. So if you're not a good dancer, but you have some chops to yell, go team go, then we're looking for you.
Most definitely. And thank you so much, Courtney, for being here with us and for telling us more about the Jaguarettes and the dance team. And
you're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Right. Thank you. Coming up next is our coverage over a town hall on domestic violence.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay. Yeah. Hey, Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
On July 2nd, Congressman Lloyd Doggett and Joaquin Castro met with constituents to listen to concerns and opinions people held on domestic violence, a problem that has been on the rise in San Antonio. Attendees exchanged words and documents with Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar, SAPD Police Chief William McManus, and Congressman Doggett and Castro. The panel took time to respond to statements from attendees at the end of the town hall.
When we continue to keep the issue of domestic violence at the forefront of people's conversations, we will lose the stigma that you're not supposed to talk about it. Let's talk about it and let's do something about it and take action. And I think having this town hall and having victims come up and speak and having family members of survivors or family members of victims come up and speak, it really brings that human aspect to it and know that this impacts all of our community, not just one person, not just one family, but everyone, and we need to keep talking about it.
Castro ended the town hall with ways in which victims and service providers can connect and disclose his immediate plans to confront the issue. Now we go to Alejandro Diaz with the latest in sports.
Buenas, buenas. Los saluda Alejandro Díaz y bienvenidos a Jaguar Sports, con lo mejor del deporte en esta semana. Y arrancamos con acción de la Copa América, y es que ya están definidos los equipos que disputarán la gran final de este domingo. Brasil, el local y favorito para ganar la Copa, llega después de derrotar 2-0 a la Argentina de Leo Messi y se enfrentará a Perú, que sorpresivamente venció a Chile de manera contundente 3-0 y regresa a una final de Copa América después de 44 años. La final se jugará este domingo a las 3 p.m. hora central. Pasamos ahora a la Copa Oro, donde también se definieron los equipos que jugarán la final. Y es la final que todos estábamos esperando. El Tri mexicano se medirá ante Estados Unidos. México se clasificó tras sufrir un poco para vencer a Haití por la mínima 1-0 en tiempo extra, mientras el equipo de las Barras y las Estrellas llegó después de derrotar fácilmente a Jamaica por 3-1. El juego será el domingo a las 8 p.m. hora central. Nos vamos a Francia para hablar del Mundial Femenino, y es que también estarán jugando la final este domingo. Holanda, que llega por primera vez a disputar una final, se enfrentará a las campeonas defensoras de Estados Unidos, que llegan a su tercera final consecutiva. El partido se disputará este domingo a las 10 de la mañana, hora central. Retornando al ámbito local, este pasado domingo se llevó a cabo la carrera 5K para veteranos de los distritos 9 y 10. Veamos el reportaje.
From very early on, people gathered here today at the Blossom Athletic Center here in San Antonio to participate in the District 9 and 10 Veterans 5K. Let's take a look. The event, which kicked off at 7:30 in the morning, had over 2,400 participants, and it offered them the chance to either walk or run for the duration of the race. Some chose to run with their kids, and others chose a very patriotic gear for an early 4th of July celebration. San Antonio Sports organized the event, which was part of the Fit Family Challenge. Maddie Atkins, Director of Youth and Community Programs, told us more about the challenge.
Fit Family Challenge is a free program that's designed to get the entire family active. We have 12 weeks of free adult Zumba classes and Kid Fit classes that take place across the city of San Antonio. And then every 6 weeks we have a big event such as today.
The race wanted to pay tribute to the veterans of the Alamo City.
The District 9 and 10 Veterans 5K was something that Councilman Perry and Courage really wanted to do to honor the veterans in San Antonio. And that's why we've named the event that and encouraged all of our veterans to come out and attend today.
Besides the medals to all who finished the race, there were awards for the best times. Marcos Munoz ran an impressive 18 minutes and 10 seconds to win the 30 to 39 age group.
This is my second event doing these district runs. They're very fun. They're amazing. We appreciate the city for doing this. We get to come out here, do it with our families. It's a free event. So again, very fun, amazing, and always bringing families out.
And as you can see, the event is wrapping up as volunteers and the staff members of San Antonio Sports Organization are picking up all of the equipment. The next event that will be part of the Fit Family Challenge will take place on August 10th, and it will be also a District 8 Finale 5K, which will take place at UTSA. Reporting live from Blossom Athletic Center here in San Antonio, Alejandro Diaz for Enlace.
Next, we'll go to David Rojas with the new movies and exclusives with A la Carta.
Get it.
Get it. Get it.
Give your town a reason to celebrate, because every Goodwill item you bring home brings job training and more to your community. Goodwill, bring good home.
¿Qué tal, señoras y señores? Bienvenidos una vez más a otra edición de A la Carta, donde les tenemos los estrenos del fin de semana y noticias del entretenimiento. Comenzamos. Danny y Christian, una pareja estadounidense, se encuentran en una etapa difícil de su relación. Después de un accidente familiar, Danny y Christian se mantienen unidos y viajan con un par de amigos para asistir a un festival de verano en una aldea sueca. Las vacaciones de verano sin preocupaciones en una tierra de luz eterna dan un giro siniestro cuando los aldeanos invitan a participar en festividades que son cada vez más inquietantes. Midsommar es una película clasificada R y está en cines a partir del día de hoy.
I don't know why you invited us.
That's why you look so guilty right now, because you know.
Señoras y señores, y en específico los fans del horror y la ciencia ficción, la espera ha terminado. Aproximadamente después de 1 año y medio, se estrena la tercera temporada de Stranger Things. En esta temporada, el pueblo de Hawkins sigue experimentando sucesos extraños después del evento trágico en el cual se abre la puerta de un mundo fuera de lo normal. Un grupo de niños, con la ayuda de sus familiares y la policía, se encargan de volver a salvar al pueblo de esos eventos trágicos llenos de horror y ciencia ficción. Esta temporada viene con 8 episodios de aproximadamente 1 hora cada episodio. Stranger Things ya está disponible solo en Netflix para poder disfrutarla con la familia entera.
I can fight.
Better than any of us. I need you safe. What the hell?
Oigan, y díganme qué opinan de esta noticia que nos dio Disney esta semana. El mundo entero no deja de hablar de Halle Bailey después de que Disney anunció que protagonizará a Ariel, mejor conocida como la Sirenita, en su nueva película de live action. A muchos les agradó la idea, pero tantos tienen mucho de qué hablar. Díganme qué opinan de esta noticia a través de mis redes sociales o comenten aquí en los comentarios de abajo. Nos vemos hasta la próxima.
Once again, thank you for joining us, and make sure to catch us next time on our next show. And make sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram with Univision Media Lab. Thank you. Bye.
Nos vemos la próxima semana.